glorious day, y'all. Another glorious day. I hope everything good with you and yours. Let's get it. I think I'm a little extreme with the working out. I'm gonna tell you why. If you can get in the chat. Hopefully, let me get out this sun glare, you heard? Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm a little extreme with it. I'll tell you why. And for good reason too. For very good reason. You know? I'm gonna tell you why I say I think I'm extreme when it comes to fitness. And that's very much the case. That's very much the case. Let's get this money. We're gonna talk about it. It's a beautiful Sunday. I got a lot accomplished today. Very, very, very busy day. Busy but efficient, but of course, as always, the task, the task at hand was complete. You know? Yeah. You know? That's what matters. Still got plenty of time to get this workout. You know, I thought about working out the entire time while I was doing what I was doing, which was working. And so what I did, again, was a moving job today. And definitely involved moving dresses, couches, you know, other heavy furniture. Yes. Took about 5 hours for the entire job. And the thing is, exactly what I'm saying. I thought about getting this workout in the whole time. Lifted up heavy bends. I mean, it definitely was very much of a physical job. Of course, moving is. I was doing sets of push-ups in between, you know, not taking up time from what the job at hand entail, but I'm also talking about that appetite that I always speak of. And I'm just sharing it with you because it is a choice in which I could have easily just went home, you know, and not even be on this live, not even get to this money, whether I'm on camera or not. Let's get these pull-ups. That may be extreme. I mean, I'm not gonna go, you know, crazy like as if I didn't do what I did earlier, but I'm definitely want this money. So basically what I'm saying is it's an amazing feeling to be just so full of energy. You know, to wanna, right after doing what I did earlier, to come out here and come get this money. As simple as that. It's not special, right? Because a man, any man should be able to carry a heavy load, especially in the sense of moving furniture and, you know, things of that nature. But it's not too many that even want to have anything to do with moving just a couch across the room. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this money. Feeling fantastic. Thank you. I appreciate that. Feeling amazing. It's like earlier it didn't even happen. Let's get these pull-ups. It's like it didn't even happen. So just, oh man, let's go. Creeping up on them reps. Oh my goodness, I feel incredible. Like I had a decent hour too. I'm still at a later time where I'm competing with that sun. We out here. We made it. Definitely made it. Beautiful push and pull. Come on. Beautiful Sunday evening. So quiet for the most part, right? The sun is not as hotter. Come on, let's get it. So why wouldn't I come out here and get it? Huh? Why wouldn't I? Let's get it. still ongoing. This is even after when I dropped yesterday's live, which was last night. That was like around 9:30 at night, 10 o'clock, getting close to 10. Still had to get up this morning, get this job out the way. And back at the park right now. Come on. Just don't want to get into a long explanation, but what I did, I know, and it's just, again, a phenomenal feeling to be out here and having just a excitement, as you should, to get this money. Not quite 10, but they clean. Bet you see how clean they are, though. Bet you see how clean it is. Let me get some agua. See them lights going up. Huss, Freshly Wild, yo, what's up? What's goody, Fresh? How you? Yeah, Urs. Yeah, big reps. Big gains, you know, big mindset, us. But of course, let me finish this set right here. I was at the 25 rep count. I think I did like 17. I just made up for that set, 25. I just don't know how many sets I did so far. I wasn't counting the sets. So I'm going back and forth. The pull-up ball and hitting the push-ups. And I just did push-ups yesterday. Again on that live. Did the Mike Tyson push-ups with the standard push-ups combined in one set. Like I said, I'm getting this money after this big job. Yeah, I mean, it's not one of the biggest, but in terms of the size of the home, but definitely a great move. Wasn't for the average, I'll tell you that. Making that deposit, you already know. Consistency. They go, you know what I'm saying? Consistency, it's a fact. Making those deposits. Because when you make a consistent deposit, oh my goodness, hold on, y'all done started a quick conversation. You done started a quick conversation. I got Fresh that said make that deposit. And then I got Ken who said consistency. And only an addition could be gained from those two words. Making a deposit and consistency. Because when you're making that consistent deposit, the rewards Us. On that type of time. That was a strong 10 right there. I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. Like I said, my money be clean though. You know, and look, my reps, look, let me tell you something. Right? And I ain't even tripping. Right? Even with the single digit rep count I'm getting with the pull-ups. It's a blue bill value, right? It's a blue bill value, right? Because you can have 1,000 ones, and that's just what it is. 1,000 ones. But if you got hundreds of those blue bills, you see? Less paper, more value. More to gain from. Oh, we getting the push-ups. Why am I moving that way? Appreciate you, Fresh. I can't sit around and wait. Yo, we don't never sit around. We get to it. You know, we don't never sit around. Not at all. Not at all. Get back to that pull-up bar. I'm telling you, I'm feeling fantastic. As calm as my demeanor is right now. The inside is pretty wow. Let's go. And that's wild with excitement, right? Know that. I love doing what I do in terms of fitness. Let's get it. I went wide on that one. Bench pressing the ground, as I like to call it. That's what I like to call it, bench pressing the ground. I'll put that down for a second. so glad to be getting to it right now. Come on. Only if you can see what I did earlier. It's both. It's genetics and body fat. Probably, yeah, steroids, you still, even with the steroids, you still gotta have a high level of discipline. Yeah. Let's get it. Let's get to these pull-ups. Let me see if the sunlight ain't too bright. Alright. It got better, y'all. Now I can give this angle. I had to adjust myself on that one. Still was good money. We're gonna get right back up there. Let's go, let's get it, yes. We gotta hit these push-ups. I just got, Matt, hold on, let me redo this. Come on. Gonna get back up there. Could have did better.
that you're gonna continue walking.
Set that pull-up ball.
Huh?
Yeah, this is extreme, I'm telling you. I was doing a lot today. For sure. All right, let's go.
What say you? What say you, young man?
Thank you, sir.
How's it going?
It's going fantastic.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm working out pull-ups.
Oh, you working out?
Yes.
Excellent.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
It's clean though. Let's go. Clean. No momentum. Just sheer upper body pulling up my entire body. No movement. No movement at the legs. Pulling up on the bar gracefully. You would think that I was about to hit 20 from the start of the set. Yo, you gotta have humor too. Yo, yo, when I get on the bar, my pull-ups be so clean. When I get on the bar, you'll think that I'm about to knock out a whole 20 clip. Then I just hit you with the 7. 7, but they clean, but then you can't even be mad at me because you like, them joints was clean though. So you had high expectations, you know what I'm saying? But the demonstration was a great one though, and nothing fake about it, you know? So it's still beautiful in itself, right? Appreciate you. Double tap the screen and like the stream. Huss. Big shout out to Fresh. Good to see you too. You know, I ain't been live in a minute, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to my mod, you know what I mean? For sure. For sure. Let's hit these push-ups. Put this down for a second. Definitely extreme. Gotta get up tomorrow morning early again. It's gonna be a short week though. We got the 4th on Friday. So it's all good. Get it how you get it. Get it how you get it. I can't even remember the last time I got 8 hours of straight sleep. Real. And when you be energetic like that too, I just really think if you get a strong 6, because you could be laying down and really not getting a good rest for 8 hours. So don't get it twisted. what I'm saying? You got people that sleep, get more than enough sleep, and it ain't doing them no, but they're not working out either. So I can't even compare that. But anyway, I ain't here going on the bash about none of that. You are? But if you active, you active. You resonate. That's what the title say. I'm extreme about this fitness. This ain't discipline, I'm extreme. Let's get it. Pull up time, hold on. Pull up time. So I went wide on those. And again, you saw how clean that was. You saw the control. Bank money. Blue bills. You gotta call it what it is. Blue cheese. You know, when you got those Benjis in your hand, your energy different. You know that. All money don't add up the same. You know that. Let's get these push-ups. We definitely did over 200 push-ups. Between the two exercises, that's well over. It gotta be the minimum 10 sets I've done. That's 25 a clip on each set of push-ups and those single digit pull-ups that I did that is so clean. Speaking of clean pull-ups, let's get to that. Pull-up in particular. That's where you're gonna really have the biggest challenges for beginners, and that's a good thing. You get that pull-up bar the way you should, you're just taking off from there. It's a nice 7. We definitely, I would be going, yeah, I think the minimum I did was 5 a set. But I did more sets of 7. I did more sets of the 7. But I definitely kept that correct count with those with the push-ups. You know what I'm saying? Are you saying 8 hours of sleep is too much and unnecessary? No, I'm not saying that. No, I was just saying, salute to Simon. What I was saying was, somebody could...
Are you live?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Oh, okay. Can I follow you then?
Yo, come here. Come here, my man. Yeah, absolutely, brother. Say what up to the people. We got a guest, y'all. Welcome to guest. What's going on, my man?
What's going on, brother?
How you doing?
All right.
What's your name?
Lewis.
Lewis. This Lewis, y'all. I'm just meeting Lewis.
All right.
Yeah, so I'll give you definitely my information. You got your phone?
No, not my phone on me, but
Okay.
that's my wife right there.
Sure.
This is
YouTube.
Oh, YouTube?
Oh, you're on YouTube?
Do,
Oh,
do you check out YouTube?
yeah, I check out YouTube. too,
Okay.
Yeah.
My man. You look like you work out.
I'm trying now, and I'm
Yeah?
trying to get back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, please do. But you definitely, I could, it's obvious. So that's me right there.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
All right,
Hey,
I'll
now.
follow you, bro. All right, man.
Careful.
Take it easy,
Stay
bro.
down.
Great weekend.
All right, you
Thank
too.
you.
Watch out,
Thank
sorry.
you.
Now, see, almost crash
So
into
good.
the tripod. Let's go. Turn around.
Thank you again.
All right, no problem, man. Have a good one.
You too. Yeah, keep it up as well. Keep getting to that working out, bro. All right. Oh, so yeah, like I was saying, Simon, I ain't forget what we was talking about. What I was saying was a person could get 8 hours of sleep and it not be necessarily good sleep in the sense of, if let's say one is unhealthy, right? You're not gonna get good rest if you're aching, you're in agony, you having something that's disrupting your peace by way of pain, things of that nature. I'm not, and that's not to be extreme, but that's a real thing. It could be whatever it is that a shoulder pain. But I'm just saying, so it has to be quality sleep, to where you're really, not just sleep with your eye, but resting, So, it's levels. It's levels to getting good rest, most definitely. We just did the push-ups, so let's get to the pull-ups. It's all good. But we know we definitely did that 25 count, so I ain't tripping. Like I said, I don't know the number of the sets. That I don't know. But we know we got that real clean money, tell you that. That's a fact. Like I said, that was clean money. I thought that was 9. That was 9 right there. I gotta complete that one. That felt fantastic. Boy, yeah. I ain't like that stuff. Let me redo that. Yeah. I had just got down from the bar too. I just wanted to get right back up there. Follow right up with the push-ups right after that. That was a good pull right there. Follow right up with the push-ups. Come on, this is an awesome, awesome workout. The push and pull back and forth. I'm not even doing no dips. I don't even want the dips right now. As I was walking the path and coming to this area, that pull-up bar called me. And again, I don't have to, but I always mention, again, these milestones for me. This pull-up bar right here.
Sorry.
Now you good, bro? Wow. Holler at the people. They right here if you want to. But what I was saying is, this particular pull-up bar right here, I could count how many times I've utilized this since my post-surgery. And again, this is due to the lack of grip on this particular bar. Now, it's much easier in the summertime. Your hands already got that grip, you know, from the heat itself. So anyway, this is a milestone for me, you know, and only if you knew. So this is such a delight. Again, as calm as I am, excitement is just roaring within. Believe that. Believe that. Genetically, some people can thrive off of just few hours of sleep. These are fighter pilots, scientists, doctors. Right, that's a fact. That's a fact. I would agree, yeah, because let me tell you why I agree with you. I'm not gonna just sit here and say I agree with you. Let me just tell you why real quick. Let's have a quick dialogue. The reason why I agree with you on that, so genetically, some people can thrive off of just few hours of sleep. These are fighter pilots, scientists, and doctors, okay? And it's as simple as this, right? I'm not gonna give a whole, those type of professions, when you're a doctor, right? A doctor's a surgeon. So it's no way that you could be working on anybody and be sleepy. You see what I'm saying? That you got people's lives in your hand, right? And then you have, as you mentioned, scientists. You can't be sleepy with that either. You put the wrong measurements and whatever it is that you're researching. A lot of chemicals involved. I'm just saying you can't be sleepy in a job. You can't leave a genetic, whatever, inside the machine for too long. And then you also said, scientists, doctors, fighter pilots. Of course, they cannot be sleepy. When you up in that air, you know, whether you are, whether the pilot is for just regular passengers or it's a fighter jet, anything in the air, you definitely want to have adequate sleep, and you got to be built different. Of course, there's levels to that, like you said. So yeah, let's get it though, y'all. Where we at? I just did let's go to the push-up. Let's hit the pull-ups again. Let's get greedy on the pull-ups real quick. All right, let's get a little greedy on those because we did less reps, so why not get a little extra on that pull-up bar. Let me get this right, y'all. Pardon self. Had a good 5 in those. Let's get to those pull-ups. We back at that pull-up bar. You know, now that sun is starting to wind down. But we got some great time in, considering, because I got here at past 7:30. You know, I mean, come on. What a beautiful time of the season. It's 18. Believe me, like I said, what I did earlier, and to come out here and do what I'm doing right now, especially within this amount, and like I said, we did well over 10 sets between both sets. We well over 10 now. That's without a doubt. Let's get these push-ups. And that's another 25 right there. It's another 25 right there. Let's get these pull-ups. I want to really get these pull-ups while the sun is still in our favor. Again, a nice strong 7. Nice strong 7. Huss. Huss. Unscathed resolve. My beloved brother, how are you doing? It's been a while. I see mad big progress. Appreciate you. Rislani, what up? What's good? Huss. Great to see you as well. Indeed. Yes, we out here, 2025. You heard? Yeah. Definitely. We here. Alive and well. Salute. Word. Salute to the chat. Salute to those who chose to hit that like button. If you have chosen to subscribe, much gratitude in advance if you chose. Yes. Let's get these push-ups, y'all. Excuse me, I owe 4 on that. It's 21. It's another 25 right there. Appreciate you. Yeah, you know, I just, again, you know, it's a way of life, Rislani. It's as simple as that. Simple, but, excuse me, simple in a sense of that's just what it is, right? A way of life, but very, very involved. Very involved with, you know, doing what's needed in order to be what can be gained. You see what I'm saying? By way of that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? This is all season. That's why I say that even in the winter, you know what's being revealed right now, Ruslani, is actually, you know, the work before the season became summer. We're doing this in the winter. You know, it's just that, a lifestyle. So, you know, we do this all season long. Facts. I have my own string of setbacks, injuries, work, what have you, but I push, no doubt, I push myself to the limit and stay away from bad habits. That's a fact. And that's where the gains are achieved. You know, doing what's necessary, staying out the way of the bad habits, you know what I'm saying? Identifying, you know what I mean? Knowing oneself, knowing what triggers you, what, you know, whatever that people, place, or thing, you know what I'm saying? We got a choice to make. You know, let's get it. Let's get it from this angle again. We got a choice to make. And that's what it boils down to. We got choices to make. You know, and those choices are gonna, you know, bring about a circumstance, whether negative or positive, for greater or worse, you heard? There we go, nice strong 6. We all have our setbacks, injuries, and, you know, but that's the test, you know, life. It's gonna see what we made of. You know, even at times where you may not feel your strongest, you really are. For real. You definitely gonna know how strong you really are when you need to be strong. You know what I'm saying? Right? We can say we strong, strong, strong until that circumstance that really require you to be strong, you be strong. Identifying triggers, keeping objectives in perspective. That's right. In the proper perspective. Again, it goes back to your thinking that's gonna bring about that choice. You know, so if you perceive it in a way that's going to be more in your favor in terms of a certain type of outcome or without an outcome at all. You dig? Let's get these push-ups. Yeah, that's a fact. Go to this angle over here. Sure. It's 18. You know, yeah. So the thing about that is, you know, we got to keep it, the objective in the proper perspective for our own good. You know, to keep ourselves out of the nonsense. You feel me? So what that really pertains to is, you know, you got to outthink. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. We got to outthink them. Yeah. Yeah. You got to outthink them. Think for them. Especially if you know your own capabilities. Don't let them trick you off your spot. It ain't easy, but it's worth it. When you can see another day, get to that money. You know what I'm saying? Get to the things that you like to do, the things that are relying on you. Huh? Yes, indeed. Let's get it. Again, another strong 7. Wow. We need other installment of cooking. Another, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you talk. Shout it out, shout it out. Appreciate you. Yeah. So what I was about to say, you talking about the cooking segments. Fresh. If we talking about that, we definitely could bring that back. But I was gonna make a smoothie joint. I'm talking about if that's what you're talking about, Fresh. I was gonna make the smoothie. Well, I am. I'm gonna make the smoothie video. How I make the smoothies. Pardon. Ran out of agua. Let's get these push-ups, y'all. On that. But we got to keep things in a proper perspective, so you don't let them cheat you up your spot. You know, if your back ain't against the wall where you really gotta, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what time it is. And if you have to, you go full throttle. Yeah, yeah. See that sun going down. This is a good, it's a great workout today. They all are, but I definitely, I love what I received today with the response. You know, with the grabbing the bar and the push, the pull, exactly, you know what I'm saying? What I intended to. Yeah, and that in fact I did. I would do more, it's just about to get dark, but no excuses, but it was a great workout. It's still, as I shared with you, I did a sort of a big job today, a lot of heavy lifting. Definitely was a lot of heavy lifting, you know? It wasn't no 2-floor home that got moved, but definitely was more than very much close to a half of that. More so in terms of the weight of the furniture, But anyway, yeah, this is a great workout, y'all. I see them likes going up, much gratitude. You know what I'm saying? What time is it? It's almost 9 o'clock. But yeah, I'm going with the rest of my evening. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to definitely come get these reps. I'm definitely extreme, you know what I'm saying, with this working out. That's why I'm here tonight. You know what I'm saying? And sharing with those who can relate and know what it's like to be active. Again, it's not special, but it's still very uncommon, to a certain degree, because again, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, for whatever reason, don't even want to move the couch across the room. They don't even want to move the couch to get the remote. And I'm not, not going on a bashing camp, whatever, but you know the deal. We all know what it is, you know what I'm saying? But I also wanted to make mention of this real quick. I do this because I love it. And again, this is beyond discipline and all that, the eating healthy and everything that involves a healthy lifestyle, especially in terms of the eating, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost, I love it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's easy. Again, we have choices. It's easy to make a choice of just not eating healthy. Simple as that. And that you won't, but if that's what you choose to do, and that you will, so, but like I said, I love it. I love this fitness, and I'm gonna put that on record, and to do what I did earlier, again, the level of physical you know, demand of what was done earlier, and to want to come out here and couldn't wait. You know, it's just before the actual working out takes place, it starts in the mind, and that's where the love of it is, in the heart. And you know, again, me just so looking forward to coming to get this money tonight, and it's so necessary that I share this with you. You know what I'm saying? Because we definitely need this type of energy, and it can only add on to your life. You feel me? So when you come to 7 Fitness, that's what we're going to do here. You know, we ain't perfect. We got our moments. We got to catch ourselves. As Fresh mentioned, you know, we have to, you know, keep things in a proper perspective. And that's an everyday exercise in itself of mastering oneself with our attitude, how we respond, things of that nature. I got to, you know, definitely take my own advice. I've gotten much better, so I could honestly share that as well. You see, but we ain't gonna let them cheat us off our spot. And yes, very extreme with this working out. I'm going back to the title. You know what I'm saying? And as we should be extreme in other things in our life, extreme is not a bad thing, right? Passion takes you to extreme measures, and so we can't never categorize extreme as bad, because the very people that go under bridges and weld that bridge underneath that water, that's a very extreme person. To risk their lives for the sake of people being able to travel back and forth. Huh? Does that make sense? Of course it does. So extreme is not a bad thing. Extreme are the very people that are wired in such a way that we are able to enjoy the very man-made, just beyond impressive way in which we create buildings and things of that nature, bridges, and you get the point. Anyway, I just wanted to share that real quick, have a quick dialogue as such, you know, what's being said here. Yes, sir, if we healthy, then we wealthy. Lock in, that's a big fact. You already know. Take care of your temple, body, brothers and sisters. We only get it once. That's a fact. Huh? Come on now. Talk about it. You know, and the thing is, if we can help it, right? Because things happen. Things go on in life. Life is very real, you know, but we definitely, like I said earlier, you know, we're going to definitely have to be strong when that strong circumstance require you to be that strong individual that one claims to be, right? But yo, y'all, we're gonna get up out of here. You see, it's getting dark. I definitely had to get some dialogue with y'all. You know, it's been a minute since I went live. It's definitely that time of the year where, you know, that live is very much needed, you know, and I enjoy it very much. Let me make that known, and it's obvious. That's why I speak for myself. You know, cut this camera on and make that decision to connect with the community, right? Us. That's how we do. You already know. Much love, y'all. You already know. You're welcome. Facts. Peace. We out here, y'all. You already know that. Catch you on the next go around. Us.